He signed a contract with the football club when I was still there. I was watching the games and I was saying, oh my God, what is guy,
Hello and welcome to this big weekend preview brought to you by Betway. This week's guest, Tomasz Kuszczak, is here with us to preview the Man United versus Liverpool match. If Man United lose this match and Man City win their match, then Man United's title hopes will be over, is presumably what Jurgen Klopp's team speech will sound like.
I mean, without fans, I'm going to say it's going to be a different game, but obviously the players know what they're playing for. But now look like they're struggling a little bit. I think United going to win,
Yeah.
If Liverpool don't make Champions League, on Tuesday and Wednesday nights, they won't be playing against the biggest teams in the world. Is that going to be a really difficult thing for the players to overcome mentally?
It's massive. I mean, the players lose a little bit of confidence. I mean, doesn't matter who you are and how great you played the last 3-4 years.
Yeah.
This kind of thought in your head is give you kind of anxiety. And it's not the problem with one or two players. It's just general.
Ollie's obviously carved out a place for himself as the manager at Manchester United, but what was he like as a player when you were there?
He always been the player which walk in and understand his position, because not always started, but was always needed. And Ole was fantastic. In training he was approaching his retirement, but he was so fully committed. And when you train with guys like that, your eyes need to be open as a goalkeeper, because they could surprise you in a second. And if you think you know what you're going to do with the ball and how you're going to play, you mistake. I learned this quick, and Ole was one of them. My time when I had the pleasure to win the Premier League trophies with United, I mean, Fergie knew what he's doing, and he always tried to take the pressure on his shoulder and just show, how important it is for him. City derby was not the same like Liverpool derby, and that was enough motivation to all the players. And he said, guys, you made the best team I ever had, and I believe all of you, and I know you can do it. Go and prove it. That's it. And enjoy your game. We're going to remember that. He always say, go and enjoy yourself and enjoy the football game, because this is something special. And the players knew it. They went in and, we did well against Liverpool at the time. But Liverpool is a different team today. So
I'd just love to get your thoughts on the goalkeeping situation at Man United.
I think David De Gea is very young goalkeeper still. And he's fantastic goalkeeper. He signed a contract with the football club when I was still there. I was watching the games and I was saying, oh my God, what is the guy? It's just unbelievable. And this is what happening now. Henderson is very young goalkeeper, very good. And I'm very pleased that Ole was brave enough to give him this chance. Henderson, another clean sheet last game against very poor team. Leeds. Sorry, Nick. I have to say, very good performance. Barely ball fly to the goal. He didn't have many chances to prove himself. But I think I'm very pleased that Ole do this. This just proves you he trusts both of them. Look like, this position is still open for me.
We asked you to make some predictions for us as well. Let's take a look at our predictions leaderboard so far. Our last guest, Danny Mills, got one correct. Luke Shaw to be carded. Good call there. So, Thomas, you said already you think Man United are going to win this one, right?
I said already.
And you said it a few times now. You're very confident in that, I think. Do you think there'll be a lot of goals in this one?
I think it's going to be 2-1. I think if Rashford is fit, he will score.
To summarise, let's say Man United to win, both teams to score. You're predicting a 2-1. Good game. And Rashford to score first. So thank you for joining us here on the Big Weekend Preview brought to you by Betway. And thanks again to our very special guest, Tomasz Kuszczak. It's been great having you on the show and great chatting with you. So take care and we'll see you again soon.
Thank you. All the best.